Once again, we have cops that are murdering people. We have cops in the SFPD that are blatantly racist.
In a new ad, ice cream, sorbet, and froyo manufacturer Ben & Jerry's made a big announcement.
And Colin, if this country disgusts you so much, leave.
Something she will undoubtedly despise.
I'm going to continue to stand with the people that are being oppressed.
In arguably the strongest statement from a corporation in this country, Ben & Jerry's calls for not just reform, not just being anti-racist, but this, calling out white supremacy and the dismantling of the prison industrial complex.
Kaepernick selfishly and single-handedly changed the whole dynamic of football, sport, and the unity those events used to provide.
But yeah, blame Cap for the injustices this country enables.
Black and brown communities are being disproportionately devastated by COVID-19.
Because his message continues to ring true. They feature Kaepernick's Know Your Rights initiative, which is fully funded by the man himself, to raise awareness on higher education, self-empowerment, and interaction with law enforcement.
It was something that was really just a personal decision where I didn't agree with what was going on.
They show Eric Reed, who has also been whiteballed out of the NFL for standing up for the people, and attendees of Know Your Rights. Personally, as someone who has cut back significantly on dairy, this is fantastic. The flavors caramel, fudge chips, graham cracker swirls, and chocolate cookie swirls. All of the proceeds go to Know Your Rights.
To me, this is something that has to change, and when there's significant change, and I feel like that flag represents what it's supposed to represent, and this country is representing people the way that it's supposed to, I'll stand.
Ben & Jerry's is making it clear which side they are on. It is only one possible side, the one that empowers their fellow citizens while calling out the violations of human rights. With this promotion, the company makes it crystal clear. The National Football League, however, can't say the same. Cap, in his own words, wrote on Twitter, "I've teamed up with Ben & Jerry's to serve up joy on the journey to justice. Today, we're excited to introduce Change the World, a new non-dairy flavor that hits shelves in early 2021. 100% of my proceeds will go to Know Your Rights Camp with matching support from Ben & Jerry's." Just awesome. This is another reminder of how Ben & Jerry's is so far ahead than most other companies in America. As painful as it was, remember George Floyd being murdered by 4 Minneapolis police officers and Derek Chauvin's knee on that man's neck for 8 minutes and 46 seconds. There were statements put out from company to company, blabbering about how Black lives do indeed matter, while also giving donations to, for example, Senator Kelly Loeffler, and or enabling/benefiting from the prison industrial complex, like say McDonald's. The same can be said for Wendy's, Starbucks, Walmart, Sprint, Verizon, Victoria's Secret, and many more. It's a rabbit hole you should likely go down as soon as you can. What opened my eyes to the in-depth thought process of Ben & Jerry's was when Floyd was suffocated to death. They did not sugarcoat their statement. They went all in. They called out the President of the United States. Instead of calling for the use of aggressive tactics on protesters, the president must take the first step by disavowing white supremacists and nationalist groups that overtly support him, and by not using his Twitter feed to promote and normalize their ideas and agendas. They demanded Congress pass H.R. 40, legislation that would create a commission to study the effects of slavery and discrimination from 1619 to the present and recommend appropriate remedies. We cannot move forward together as a nation until we begin to grapple with the sins of our past. Slavery, Jim Crow, and segregation were systems of legalized and monetized white supremacy for which generations of Black and brown people paid an immeasurable price. And then, in the same statement, they supported the Floyd family's call to create a national task force that would draft bipartisan legislation aimed at ending racial violence and increasing police accountability. And in the end of this statement, they called on the DOJ to reinvigorate its civil rights division as a staunch defender of the rights of Black and brown people. The DOJ must also reinstate policies rolled back under Trump, such as consent decrees to curb police abuses. So, yeah, if there were to be a singular company that matches Cap's efforts, it's likely Ben & Jerry's. While we see fluffy statements from other corporations, Ben & Jerry's was one of the few who put Black Lives Matter in their statements back in 2016 on their website. Again, you could buy this product in 2021.